Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstudios.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick review of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. We have the Indian retail model with us. As you can see, this is the Indian packaging which you will get once you buy Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge in India, which is pretty costly. But in this video we are going to tell you whether it is actually good as per the price, at least with initial impressions which I have with me. I have used this phone for approximately 5 to 6 hours before doing this unboxing. So this is the first unboxing. It is not going to be a full review, but I will give you my impressions as after using this phone for approximately 4 to 5 hours. So let's take a look over the box. How does it look like? As you can see, we have Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge written, which is the name of the phone, and we have 32 GB variant with us, as you can see, and it is the black sapphire version which we have with us. And then we have the contents which are there inside the package mentioned over there, which includes the headset with the battery inside, a travel adapter, data cable, stereo headset, and an ejection pin to actually remove the SIM card. When it comes to the MRP which is mentioned on the box, it is 66,000 rupees. However, you can actually get it for a slightly lesser price. And then on this side we have nothing. There is a sticker over there, and again there is something mentioned on the sticker which is Indian SIM card only. That means it is locked to Indian origin. You can only use Indian SIM card for some time, and then later on you can get it unlocked. We have 4G supported on this device, Cat 6, and we do have support for full 4G support on this one as far as India is concerned. We also have 64-bit octa-core CPU inside, which is a combination of 2 quad-core CPU. We will tell you about that. We have 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, which is also a pretty colorful display. 16-megapixel rear camera with optical image stabilization, and the front camera is 5 megapixel. Even the front camera supports auto HDR as well. It does support wireless charging as well, and it is NOx supported as well, which is a solution from Samsung for corporate people, especially for business users. And you have 32 GB of internal storage on this device, which is again mentioned over there. And then we have some other information over there. Let me just take a look what we have inside. And once we open the package, we have another box over there which has Samsung branding over there. Nothing apart from this. Let me just open this, and here we have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Again, this is not the main unboxing. I have already opened the box and removed the device, but everything inside the box is intact. And as you can see, I have used the device, and you can see some fingerprints over there. So this device is going to be very much fingerprint catchy. You will see fingerprints not only on the front but also at the back side, because both of these are Corning Gorilla Glass 4 and they give you very good protection. And I have just done a drop test as well on this device before doing the unboxing, and it has survived that. I dropped this phone 3 times deliberately. A link to that video will be there in the video description, and you can see that how does it actually survive those drops. So we will take a look over the phone later on. It definitely looks very beautiful, but let's take a look what we have inside the package. So further going inside, we have a charger over there. This is a 2 ampere charger which you will get within the package, a fast charger. And here we have the cable. This is the USB 2.0 cable over there, the micro USB cable which can be used for data syncing and charging. And then we have these headphones which are like same regular headphones which we have seen earlier, but there is a difference over there. The sound quality is however kind of similar, but the design which we have is slightly different, and this is something which is very close to the Apple EarPods which you might have seen. So this is how the earphones actually look like, which come within the package. They are very nicely designed. They also come with this rubber padding which you can always remove, and actually you can use another rubber padding as per your ear size. This is how these headphones actually look like. And one thing which is good is that these are one of those good quality headphones you can get from Samsung, which has volume controls and a button to pick the call, which is definitely a good thing. This is how the audio lead look like, which is also good. Overall build quality is nice. And then we have a SIM injection tool as well, which comes within the package. And these are all the things which you will get within the package. And apart from this, you have some user manuals over there. I'm just going to show you these user manuals. Let me just open this thing over there. And here we have the user manuals. We have a quick start guide, a warranty card, a warranty card statement which is valid for India, and we have a SAR certification information as well. Model number of this device is going to be SMG925i, and as far as SAR values are concerned, it is again under permissible limit, which is 0.169 watt per kg. So this is the SAR value which we have mentioned on the pamphlet which is there inside the package. So let me just keep everything aside for a while. And so here we have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, as you can see, and the phone looks very nice with the use of metal on the edges and glass at the back as well as on the front. Does make it look very premium, and you can compare it with an iPhone 6 over there. Here I have my iPhone 6. Definitely both of these phones look good. I would say both of them look very premium, even if you take a look from the back side on any of these two or on the front side. So let's talk about the S6 Edge as of now, which is the phone which we have. And in terms of the overall build quality, it is a very nicely built phone. This phone again is pretty costly to make as far as Samsung is concerned, but it is selling for a cheaper price as compared to an iPhone 6, which is the case. Talking about the overall dimensions, the dimensions of the phone is such that you can easily hold the phone in one hand without any issues. I can use the phone with one hand, and it is a 5.1 inch display with curved edges, which you can see. And again, these curved edges does give you a lot of functionality, which we are going to talk about in a separate video. But let's take a look over the phone as of now. In terms of the thickness, it is around 7mm thick. So 7mm is the thickness as far as the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge is concerned. Weight of the device is fairly light. It is 132 gram, which is again very good and much better than some other 5.1 inch phone which I have seen. And again, we have Super AMOLED display as well, which does look pretty good and colorful, and you can see the display from almost any angle. I have actually also configured the fingerprint lock mechanism, so it has a fingerprint sensor over there on the home button. You can always press the home button, and you can also use it as to unlock the phone. So the moment you actually have your thumb which you have configured or your finger which you have configured, you can easily unlock it, just like I can do it with my iPhone 6 over there. So both of them are pretty quick to unlock, and I would say both of them are good in that particular scenario. I have configured iPhone 6 over there with fingerprint locking mechanism, and this one as well, and both of them have the fingerprint sensor, which is implemented in the same way this time. So let me see which one actually unlocks faster. So both of them are pretty close to each other. There is no difference actually. There might be a very minimal difference, but both of them are pretty fast to unlock as far as the fingerprint sensor is concerned, and it is implemented in the right way, and you can always unlock the phone even when you actually hold the phone like this, irrespective in which orientation you actually place your thumb which you have configured or your finger which you have configured with the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge fingerprint sensor home button. You can actually unlock the phone. So let's take a look over the UI, and before we do that, let's talk about the overall specifications as far as connectivity is concerned. We have a 16 megapixel camera at the back, which is a very good camera. It can give you pretty good photos in low light, which were not there good as far as iPhone 6 is concerned. When we took some photos in low light in comparison, we will show you that. As far as bottom is concerned, we have the loudspeaker mesh over there, primary microphone for voice calling, we have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging, a 3.5mm audio jack, and then we have the antenna bands over there for the Wi-Fi and other 3G signal and 4G signal. When it comes to the front has this physical home button, which also have the fingerprint sensor with which you can unlock the phone, and then you have touch capacitive buttons. This is the back key, and this is the multitasking button over there. Both of them has backlit LED. Here we have the nice metallic earpiece, and we have the proximity and mid light sensor over there. 5 megapixel front camera, which is also a pretty good camera. And as far as edges are concerned, one thing which Samsung has done very nicely on this phone is that on this thin metal edge phone, they have given these buttons over there, which is definitely quite commendable and kind of challenging to actually put these kind of buttons over there on this thin metal edge, but Samsung has done that, and they give you very good amount of feedback. Over here we have the power and sleep key, and on this side we have the volume rocker. Both of these buttons are also metallic buttons, and they give you very good amount of feedback. Now let's talk about some of the software features of this phone. We have already talked about the build quality and the overall premiumness you can actually experience with this one. Let's take a look over the software, how it has been optimized. So this time the TouchWiz UI, which is running on top of Android is very much smooth and much more responsive as compared to Samsung Galaxy S5, which we have seen earlier. So this UI is much more smoother, and I do not experience any lag in my initial usage of approximately 4 to 5 hours. One thing which I have experienced on this phone, even when I was not playing high definition games, I was not using camera, I could feel slight amount of warm things, especially as far as the device is concerned, especially on the edges. These edges, which are made up of metal, again does get heated up slightly, and you can experience that the device is slightly warm. And if you do things for longer time, especially if you use the display for a longer time, then you might experience slight amount of heating as well, and which is something initial. I would like to say, I will confirm that whether it is a problem or not, but I have experienced the device was getting slightly warm even when I was not doing heavy intensive tasks. When it comes to the UI, as I already told you, is smooth enough. Let's take a look over the notification center. This is how it looks like, and everything is fluid and responsive. Let's take a look over the settings over there, and we will find out the version of Android first of all. So we have latest version of Android, which is 5.0.2 on this device, and you do have support for system updates as well, or software updates I would say. So you will get software updates on this device much faster as compared to any other Samsung device. When it comes to storage, we have the 32 GB version with us, and out of that 24.54 GB is available to the user. And the system, or the operating system, the TouchWiz UI, is taking approximately 6.57 GB on this phone. As far as Edge display is concerned, you can actually use the Edge display on the right hand side of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Once you tap over here under settings on the Edge screen, you will see a lot of options, including Edge Lighting, which you can control. You can light up the device whenever the calls or notifications are received. If you have the device like this, the Edge will give you that kind of light over there, and you can actually see if someone is calling you or if there is any notifications, and you can also control whether you would like to see that or not. You also have the quick reply on, in which you can reject the incoming call or send a present message to the caller by placing your finger on the heart rate sensor by holding it in place for 2 seconds and the device is turned over. So this is something which you can do. You can actually control how you would like to react for any notification by placing your finger over there, and you can select a certain message which you can send to someone who is calling you, and in case you don't want to pick that call, you can do this. You also have People Edge over there, in which once you slide it from here, you can actually have people shortcuts which you can always control. So if you do it like this, you can have like 5 shortcuts over there, and you can add different people on these shortcuts menu, so that you can message them easily with the help of these quick shortcuts over there. Apart from this, if we take a look over the settings and show you what all we have apart from these People Edge, we also have the options of getting notifications. So the Edge display will give you notification for missed call, messages and email, just like you might have seen on the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge earlier. So that is how you can actually see over here. You can also have night lock over there, and you can select which Edge display you would like to use as far as the Edge screen display is concerned, either the right or the left. You can select in between these two. Now in case you are using the Samsung Galaxy Edge display as a night clock, you just need to turn off the phone, and the moment you double tap here, you will see the clock being displayed over there. Now let's take a look over the camera performance of this device. Again, the 16 megapixel camera at the back can take pretty good photos in low light as well as in daylight. And let me just take the photo of the action figure over there, and let me just take both of these photos again without light, and let me just take this one as well. So we have all these photos taken, and I can show you all of them one by one. First of all, we will take a look over the photo which has been taken without the artificial light. So this is the one which has been taken with light. As you can see, this is how the subject look like, and I would say the color production is done very nicely. There is a very minimal difference in colors which I can see in original and what is being reproduced over there, but this is how it is. Clarity is pretty good. I can see the details very nicely on this device when I've taken the photo, and photos are looking to be slightly brighter, which is not bad, I would say, for a consumer out there. As far as this one is concerned, this one is looking pretty good as well, and this is how the original subject looks like. As you can see, this is also pretty good in terms of clarity, in terms of details, and the color production is also done very nicely. And again, it is not the exact natural thing, but this is also looking pretty good. Let's take a look over some of the low light shots which we have taken. So this is the first low light shot which we have taken, and this is also looking pretty good in terms of clarity, in terms of details as well. And when it comes to this one has been taken low light as well, and this is also looking good. Now comparing the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge camera with the rear camera on iPhone 6, this is how the photo actually look like, which we have taken of a glass in low light kind of scenario. And you can see the photo is looking good on both of them as far as details are concerned. If you zoom in, you can see good amount of details over there, and if you zoom in, you can see good amount of details over here as well. And if you compare both of them, the kind of details which I can see on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge is good, and it is good over here as well. But in terms of the overall colors, what I can see is it is much more natural over there as far as this low light photo is concerned on the iPhone 6, but it is much brighter over here. So this photo is looking much brighter, which could appeal to a normal consumer out there as compared to this one, which is actually not that bright if you actually compare it with this one. And you can see the difference over there. This photo is natural, good in colors. This photo is again may not be as natural as this one is, but this one is looking better in terms of the overall brightness, and details are also slightly better over here on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge as far as the rear camera quality is concerned. Now to give you a perspective of the video playback clarity and the kind of loudspeaker output you can expect from this phone, we are playing a high definition video. First of all, we will talk about the viewing angles. So as it is a Super AMOLED display, which is a curved display on the edge, as you can see, it is not going to be completely full screen, but there is a slight amount of black bar over there which is there when it comes to playing the video. However, the video is playing in full screen and there is no issue with the playback. You can see the video from almost any angle on this display. So viewing angles are very good, and I would say better than some other devices out there. So viewing angles are good. In terms of loudness, let me just increase the volume to full. So loudspeaker is over there on this part on the edge, which is pretty loud, and it is again one of the loudest loudspeaker I have seen on a device like this. And you can hold the device like this, you can also place it like this on a table. So if you place it like this on a table, the sound will not get muffled unless you cover it like this, which is good. And the device does get slightly warm over there, especially at this side when you play a video or when you try to play a high definition game on this device. Hardware is concerned, let me just show you the system information. So here we have the system information. The model number is SM-G925i. We have 64-bit processor on this device, which is clocked at 1.5 GHz. So there are two quad-core processor on this device. One is clocked at 1.5 GHz, the other one is clocked at 1.2 GHz. And when it comes to the display resolution, we have 1440 into 2560 display resolution, which is pretty high in terms of the pixel density, around 577 pixels per inch, which is pretty good. And you will not notice any pixelation on this device. When it comes to the GPU, we have Mali T760 M8 GPU, which is also a pretty powerful GPU to handle games. And here we have the list of sensors, which are pretty good in terms of the number of sensors which you can expect on a device like this. We have accelerometer sensor, gyroscope sensor, magnetic field sensor, barometer sensor, RGB, step detector, step counter, significant motion, and then a lot of other sensors which can actually do a lot on this phone as far as applications are concerned. And when it comes to the display resolution, as I already told you, the display is very good, colorful, and it is very nice as far as the resolution is concerned, and you will not notice any pixelation on this device. And even if you take a closer look, you will not notice any pixelation on this. On Antutu, we have got a pretty good score of 67534, as you can see over there, and this device is actually at the top as compared to any other device out there in the market. But one thing which you can easily experience, and this is something which has happened with this one, that while running the Antutu benchmark utility for approximately 2 minutes, the device has heated up. and I can experience the device getting hot at the backside, also on the edges. So both the backside and the edges are kind of hot as of now, and the front edge is also slightly hot over there, but over here we have less amount of temperature being risen. On Ninomac we have got a score of 59.4 FPS, and this indicates that you can actually play any high definition game on this device without any issues. And we are coming up with a gaming review as well very soon. We are coming up with a full review of this device very soon, so stay tuned for that. You can leave your questions in the comment section below in case you have anything to ask about Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. I would love to answer your query. Do let us know if you have any other questions as well related to this device. As far as battery is concerned, we will also come up with the battery performance review later on. So thanks for watching this video. In case this video helped you, you can always click the like button below. You can also subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.